Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I am Mr. Black, and it is once again vlog time. I haven't a whole lot to talk about this evening, but the first item on tonight's agenda is a rather significant one. I've got rather breaking news for you all. Look at me actually using big words and trying to sound like a real journalist and things. And the real news is, as was just confirmed via Ron Perlman's Twitter feed, Ron Perlman has said, does war ever change? Apparently not, because I ain't in Fallout 4. Some of you may be just as equal parts angry and disappointed and just let down by that announcement as I was when I first read it, even though, like, part of me recognizes I shouldn't really reasonably be angry for that, because of course eventually he's no longer going to be in the series, whether it's because he gets too old or just doesn't feel inclined. You know, we would hope that the Fallout series would outlive even the master of narration, Mr. Ron Perlman. But I just, there's a part of me, that nostalgic part, that wants to cling to his old delivery of war. War never changes. And the other side of the coin to this announcement is that this immediately, after the shock wore off a little bit, called into mind not the Survivor hoax thing from several months back, but shortly after that, the leaked sort of pseudo-announcement of some script documentation that apparently got leaked from a Bethesda or Obsidian or whatever studio is working on it, that painted Fallout 4 as going to be set in the Commonwealth, in the American Northeast, which is something that I, at least, was kind of hoping for. I was of the mind that they hinted a bit toward that sort of content with a lot of the elements, especially in Far Cry 3, or not Far Cry 3, Fallout 3. You can tell what I've been playing lately. So I, for one, welcome the setting, kind of getting away from the desert. I hope, however, that this does not mean that Obsidian is, especially with some of the other games on their plate right now, completely dropping the Fallout franchise. I would love to see them revisit the Mojave or just the Southwest in general again. I'm biased toward hoping for one day seeing a Texas Fallout game, just because I live here. I was born here. It'd be awesome. Especially around, like, you know, the Austin, San Antonio, maybe Houston area. There's some interesting landmarks that I would love to sort of see Falloutized, but that is entirely tangential. The other thing that I've really got to say is mostly more channel related. I'll let you guys kind of converse with me and with each other in the comments regarding Ron Perlman. I'm not really going to weigh in one way or another as whether or not it's a good or a bad thing. It's just a thing, and it's something that we are going to have to accept as Fallout fans, as a great many of us, at least as the channel stands right now, are. So anyway, for channel-specific news, I've only really got to recap that once again, Minecraft Madness has returned. Under a dark cloud, unfortunately, due to the circumstances that spurred me into kicking it off, but having kind of slept on it, and I'm not going to say gotten over it, because I'm still really sad. I've worked through the frustration of having lost all of my old Minecraft stuff, and I'm glad that a lot of you guys gave me some positive feedback right after I released that video, because that's what really kicked me into the mind of, you know what, I really am I'm gonna hammer on Minecraft again. I want to actually produce more Minecraft content, and you guys can expect a lot of variety from the Minecraft Madness. I can definitely pronounce the name of my own series. This is, I don't know what you're on about. Going to probably herald the onset of a lot more like collaborative videos on the channel. We're going to do a lot of things with myself and Violeta. We're going to do a lot of collabs together. She's also going to do some standalone features for it, probably showcasing different maps and skin packs, mods, texture packs, what have you. We are probably also going to do some 3 and possibly even 4-person collabs with she and I and a good friend of the channel, Miss TARDIS, who you all haven't really heard from at all yet, but you will soon, hopefully, and possibly her brother, who's also a very avid Minecrafter as well. So hopefully we'll get to see an almost like Markiplier-esque sort of drunk Minecraft, bringing in lots of friends to just have a good time, and who knows whether or not we'll actually accomplish anything, but we may do some like Hunger Games maps and survival maps and things like that, or perhaps some of the other like Minecraft modes like some of the Slender maps that I've seen around that kind of become secondary game modes unto themselves. So hopefully that means that we'll have a really, really well refreshed and revived Minecraft Madness to be able to bring you guys. Because as I mentioned in the episode that I released yesterday, when we did our original Minecraft Madness episodes, we were still very amateurish as a channel. We didn't really have our feet found yet. We didn't quite know what we were doing. So we were just kind of doing things and seeing what stuck. And not much of what was there before really stuck. I only wish that even in that old format, we might have been able to record some of the things that are now lost to the ether of digital deletion and hard drive reformatting. And the only thing that I'm really going to revisit on the down note of my lost Minecraft stuff is that I'm not necessarily even really disappointed at the loss of the save files themselves. Like, yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into those. Because as you guys got a small glimpse of in especially the video that Violeta made that was to look at Res Retreat, which was a big manor house, that even like after that expanded like threefold. What you guys saw in that video, that old one, not even close to what it actually ended up being. But it's the fact that a lot of my Minecraft worlds and saves are rooted in like memories. There's a lot of memories rooted in that sort of thing. It's sort of like when you remember what you were, wearing or eating or whatever when something significant happened to you, when you were learning. Those are the things that you just sort of imprint upon, that, you learn to associate with one another. Well, now there's a lot of those things that I have associated with a lot of the things that I was doing in those Minecraft things. So now I get reminded of them, and I'm like, no! The other half is missing, but I don't know, that got kind of a little esoteric and out there. I hope some of you guys know half of what the hell I was even trying to say. But anyway, enough about Minecraft Madness. I'm excited to see it return. Look forward to more of that in the very near future. And if you guys have any requests for specific mods or like game maps or anything you guys want to see spotlit, by all means send them our way. We will consider them. I know there's a lot, of Minecraft content out there, so I cannot promise you guys that we can get to everything. But if there is significant call amongst the audience for certain things to get covered, we will probably decide to honor those requests. Because, of course, we're here to entertain you guys. If we don't give you guys what you want to see, the hell's the point? So, on that note, I've got a couple of more of Fallout mod spotlights that I know some of you guys have been hoping to see more of on the way. I'm going to do probably next week. I actually meant to do it, well, technically not today because it's 2 in the AM now, so technically yesterday. I meant to have a sort of Mosin Monday for Fallout mod spotlights, but due to last night's unexpected kickoff of Minecraft Madness, I was not able to actually record and then edit the 2 Mosin Nagant sniper rifle mods, each from different people. Yes, I know I already did 1. There's going to be now a total of 3 that I'm going to spotlight. So that is going to get postponed until next Monday, just because I like the ring of having a Mosin Monday. Shoot me! Along with that, another one that I'm really, really excited to see, and I haven't playtested yet, so I hope it works. And if it does, you guys can hopefully expect a spotlight from it, is Titan Fallout. Yes! Yeah, if you guys haven't been keeping up on the Nexus over the last few days, that looks really, really cool. Somebody basically built a mod that implements Titans a la Titanfall, complete with calling them from the freaking sky into Fallout. And they work like companions and will follow you around and shoot your enemies, and you can get into them and pilot them along the same vein as some of the Vertibird mods that I haven't spotlit, but I've played around with, and may eventually get around to spotlighting. So that looks awesome, and I really want to spotlight that, because I'm sure astronomical amounts of, work and scripting and coding and all kinds of stuff went into the production of that, and it deserves all kinds of praise, if it works, which I don't know yet. But having scrolled through some of the comments regarding it, it looks like there are some bugs that need to get worked out, and that some people may experiencing mod conflicts, but with something that I'm sure is as script heavy as that, yeah, that's going to cause some conflicts. But anyway, I'm getting a little too deep into that for the sake of just the vlog. But as far as other channel news, we've actually been growing lately really, really quickly. I mean, relatively speaking, given we're still, in the hundreds of subscribers, but I mentioned a couple of videos ago that it's only been a little over 2 weeks now since I did my celebratory, yay, we reached 200 subscribers, that's really cool. We are now over 250, and that was just a couple of weeks ago. That's awesome, and it's all you guys. You know, some of you guys have shared our work around, and I always notice when you do that because I see little spikes of activity on certain videos or another. I know the guys that worked on the Jurassic Park little indie game that I spotlit day before yesterday, they went and shared our spotlight video of that on their Facebook page, and that video immediately took off and got several hundred views. So that was really, really cool. And again, I can only thank you guys for helping us to grow and expand and seek an even wider audience. And again, I always want to have, especially in the vlogs here, an open channel of communication between you lot and us, so that we can continue to give you all the information and entertainment that you all require and desire. So, along those lines, I now want to tap your brains. And I don't know what the hell word I was going for. There was like incite? No. Ask? No. I don't know. I want you all to vote. Again. And I want you to actually vote this time. I've asked for votes before and gotten very few responses. Really. Over 200 of you now. Should get a couple of votes. When I finish one of my ongoing Let's Plays, which may well be a couple of weeks out from now, but I want to get these thoughts rolling and start actually getting responses in now so that I can just roll straight into it. When I finish one of the ongoing Let's Plays, I want to do a mod playthrough of one of the big, like, overhaul, total conversion, or major expansion mods for one of several games. So, your choices right now are, for Fallout 3, the Alton, Illinois mod, which is more or less a, like, player-made DLC. If you don't know about it, I will probably stick links to all of these options in the description below so you guys can go and check them out and be like, ooh, I would like to see that if you haven't played it already. Choice B is Project Brazil of Fallout New Vegas, which is more or less a total conversion, like, it's the first chapter of a totally new Fallout game that is, again, user-generated, user-built, uploaded to the Fallout New Vegas Nexus, one that Violeta and I have both had our eyes on for quite a long time now, but we just haven't gotten around to trying, but it looks really, really cool. So that is your second option. Third option, we're going much more old school with this one, is a Morrowind modded playthrough, focusing primarily upon the old sort of quest/faction expansion mod, The Sixth House, which focuses upon the faction surrounding Dagoth-Ur and all of the usual antagonists from the vanilla game real narrative. So that, I think, could be a really interesting sort of, you know, mirror take on a classical Morrowind playthrough, which, by the way, we've already recorded one episode at least worth of Violeta starting up her Morrowind Let's Play. I just haven't edited it and uploaded it yet, but that will be coming up in the very, very near future. So we will be featuring a little bit more of the old school Elder Scrolls content in the near future, as well as some mod spotlights for it, because I know that modding community is, it's not quite dead, but it's really, really quiet. And, you know, I know we're a small channel, we can't really kick it back to life at this point, it's just too old. But I do still want to revisit it because I really, really enjoy Morrowind, and I know I'm not alone in that. I know there's still a lot of gamers that love to revisit it. I believe there was a quote whose originator I have lost the name of to time. If you know, do please enlighten me. It was probably on some forum or another, so I doubt anybody really remembers this at all, but I recall it stuck with me. It is the saying that Oblivion was a playground, Skyrim is beautiful, but Morrowind is home. And that really strikes true to me. So I do want to, now and again, revisit Morrowind as this almost like pseudo-ideal of Elder Scrolls for me, because it did a lot of things before almost any other game did them, before any other Elder Scrolls game did them, and so many other games since then, including other Elder Scrolls games, haven't done, again, some of the things that Morrowind did such a long time ago. So I love and love and love that game. So again, I'm harping way too long on a lot of these things. Your three options: vote in the comments below, send me a private message, hit me up on Facebook, on our Tumblr page, on Twitter, wherever. Just communicate with me and let me know whether or not you want to see Alton, Illinois for Fallout 3, Project Brazil for Fallout New Vegas, or The Sixth House for Morrowind. Those are your choices. Now, the other thing that I want to sort of get general feedback on is whether or not, when I do other Let's Play projects, again, this is looking more for in the future, not like in the very immediate future, because I've got a lot of different Let's Plays burning on a lot of burners right now. I cannot take on additional Let's Plays for the time being until I wrap some of those that are currently ongoing. But when it comes to open world titles, the likes of Fallout, the likes of the Elder Scrolls, I'm still obviously rather new to doing Let's Plays, and I don't really know how I could make those more open world games interesting in a Let's Play format. Like, I love playing them, but to keep things interesting for you guys, I'm not really sure how I would go about doing that. I'm sure I'll find my footing eventually, and I can probably do that, but for the time being, short of doing, like, challenge-themed episodes, which I do plan on doing for things like Just Cause 2, which I mentioned before, and perhaps Saints Row 2, which I also picked up on a Steam sale. I've been getting a lot of really cool, you know, games from 2 or 3 years ago on Steam sales for, like, less than $3. A lot. So I've got a lot of things installed right now that I just haven't gotten around to because I've got too many other things going at the same time. You know, now having started up Minecraft Madness again, Incredible Space Program, so lots of things going on. But the exception to that I want your feedback on is whether or not you would instead be interested, or rather in addition, hopefully, be interested, in seeing, like, the full self-contained narrative DLC Let's Plays of some of those same games, like seeing, you know, Point Lookout from Fallout 3, Dead Money, Honest Hearts from Fallout New Vegas, Shivering Isles, one of my personal favorite DLCs for any Bethesda title, which happens to be an expansion for Oblivion, or anything else for other games that you guys know that I own or that are free to play and therefore I could get my hands on at any given time. Let me know, guys, if you want to see Let's Plays of some of those DLCs, which would be rather short and self-contained, but that I could actually kind of basically just follow more of the linear narrative that most DLCs tend to have, and just give you guys solid content with that. If you would like to be, if you are interested and would like to see that, let me know, because I will happily deliver on that in the future. But again, not in the immediate future like tomorrow, because I've just got so many other things going. But once I wrap any one of those multitude of projects, like I said, I want to pick up either one of the mod playthroughs or a DLC, so let me know what you guys want to see. We've also got additional Pokemon content on the way. I won't really say exactly what just yet, but I will say that it's going to be involving more Pokemon indie titles, the likes of Pokemon Journey. However, the ones that we're going to be doing more of are more finished titles than Journey was. But that's really all I've got for this vlog. This went on a little bit longer than I really intended for, but you guys know me by now. I get wordy, and especially when I don't have a game to distract me, I just go. This thing, it just goes. So thank you all for putting up with my rather par for the course, verbose vlogs once again. So thank you all for joining me. I just said that again. I do this every single time. I repeat myself because my brain is trying to think 3 sentences ahead, and then when it figures out, oh wait, I forgot where we were, it goes back like 6 sentences back, and I retrace my entire thing. So, not gonna say thank you for joining me, even though I kind of just did. I'm Mr. Black here at Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.